So I'm just going to use this segment, this news story, as a springboard to talk about COVID again. So bear with me. Speaker Pelosi, Senator Collins test positive for COVID-19 as outbreak spreads among officials in D.C. So once again, I want to remind everyone, a little history lesson, a little bit of history. This is ancient history, aka we're going to be going back to October of 2021. This is ancient history. Many people, may have not known this. Archaeologists have been studying and found this ancient history from October of 2021. Let's start here. So, the Delta variant. Once again, Kamala Harris said in an interview with the LA Times that the idea that there was a Delta variant blindsided the White House. The White House did not have any resources available to deal with or even predict if another variant would happen. They just had no idea. Now, again, in April of 2020, not 2021, April of 2020, epidemiologists, virologists were all over the place saying the biggest problem with COVID is that if it gets too widespread, it's going to become endemic because eventually it's going to keep mutating and mutating and mutating. So we need to control it now before it gets to that point. In April of 2020, they were advocating for lockdowns at that time because we needed to control it then to prevent it from spreading and then eventually mutating. So you're telling me some stupid, dumb fuck, goddamn podcaster loser bitch, me, knows more about the White House, or knows more about COVID mutations than the White House. I have access to Twitter and Google, and I can see what virologists and epidemiologists are saying. Somehow that makes me more well-equipped to handle a pandemic than the Democratic White House that was elected in 2020. Think about this. What? Stupid dumb bitch. I'm a dumb fuck. I'm a high school dropout. But I know more about COVID than Kamala Harris and Joe Biden? Are you joking? Are you fucking joking? Well, you're not joking. So anyway. But okay. Fool me once, shame on you, as George W. Bush loves to say. So, obviously, when the Delta variant happened, they realized, oh shit, variants are a thing. So, we should probably just, make sure we put all of our resources into preventing the next variant, right? That's what the White House did, because they learned their lesson. Fool me once, shame on you. I mean, how could you possibly see it coming? It's not like this was, public information and all the scientists were sounding the alarms for a year and a half. No. Fool me once, whatever. So, obviously, Delta variant came and went, and then we're all good, right? No. Then there's Omicron. Million cases a day for like several weeks. 9/11s every day for several weeks. And then during the height of the infection of Omicron, right? During the height of that surge, the CDC said everyone can go back to work. If you get sick, go to work. That's what the CDC said. Oh, you're sick? Fuck you. Go to work, bitch. What? I'm just giving you like a little pause here so you can grapple with what I'm saying here. It's totally not that I'm trying to think of the next thing to say. But anyway, so Omicron disappears, apparently. I mean, it's still like, 40% of cases? But what's 60% of cases now? What's a majority plus of cases in this country now? Well, it's actually the Omicron subvariant, BA2. Why isn't it called like fucking, like, I don't know, like Galactica or whatever the fuck? I don't know what the fuck. Why isn't it called that? Because the WHO and top scientists don't want to scare people. So instead of calling it something, a new like Greek alphabet or something, I don't know. They're just going to call it BA2. Because they don't want to scare people. Well, it's actually now 50 to 60% of new cases in the US. And also, guess what happened? Actually, I believe it was yesterday. New CDC guidelines on COVID testing, on COVID data tracking. You might have seen, oh shit, COVID infections are basically non-existent now. Wow, we beat it, right? No, wrong. The CDC changed how COVID is reported. COVID cases are now only being reported in a lot of states if you are hospitalized for COVID. So if you test yourself at home and you're sick, but you don't have health insurance, so you don't want to go to the doctor, you don't want to risk it, you don't get counted. If you go to the doctor because you're sick and you have COVID, but you're not hospitalized for COVID, let's say you go to the doctor and they give you some antibiotics or whatever and they just send you on your way, doesn't get counted. Also, a reminder, in December of 2021, the CDC said, good news, only the fat people are dying of COVID. Good news, only people with heart problems are dying of COVID. Good news, only the disabled are dying. Isn't that great news, guys? Only the disabled are dying. Only people with comorbidities. Oh, by the way, 80% of Americans have comorbidities that put them at risk of dying from COVID. By the way, but good news, only the disabled are dying. It's just also disabled people take up about 80% of our country when it comes to comorbidities because this country is chronically sick, chronically unwell. So anyway, Nancy Pelosi's got COVID. BA2 is here. It's been here for a while. There's no way to know. Are we in the middle? Are we in the height of the surge? No way to know. How do we prevent another COVID surge? Well, the White House said, let's just stop counting. That's the Democratic Joe Biden, Kamala Harris White House. They just said the best way to combat COVID is to stop counting. That way no one knows. So I don't know where we are. Epidemiologists don't know where we are. Virologists don't know where we are. Why? Well, the CDC, they got our back. They said, well, we got a quick, surefire way to combat COVID. We'll just stop counting the numbers. That'll make it go away. By the way, take your mask off. That's what they said. Pelosi, who is asymptomatic, tested positive on Thursday. She will quarantine, her spokesman announced. The speaker is fully vaccinated and boosted and is thankful for the robust protection the vaccine has provided. Pelosi attended crowded events at the White House Tuesday and Wednesday, which Biden spoke. The White House said Biden's interactions with Pelosi do not meet the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's definition of being in close contact. I don't know. We only shook hands. It's not close contact. That's not close contact. Close contact? Well, the CDC says if this is not close contact, I don't know what is. That's not, no. They were on the opposite side of the room. That's how far away they were. Sure, we're just doing the cheek kiss thing. And we're going like, yeah, in each other's faces. That's not close. Nah. Again, the White House said Biden's interactions with Pelosi do not meet the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's definition of being in close contact. This is April 5th. I don't care about Susan Collins. Biden's sister also tested positive for COVID. Valerie Biden Owens tested positive on Wednesday after experiencing mild symptoms. Her publisher said in a statement, Owens has not been in close contact with the president or First Lady, the publisher said. Well, that's great news. Because the White House said that Pelosi and Biden weren't in close contact, and we know that the White House would never lie. We know that the CDC guidelines would never be like a little weird, right? No. Anyway, I told y'all months ago, fourth wave incoming. We are now probably at the peak or approaching the peak of this fourth wave. But Americans are tired of COVID. There was a poll that came out that said only 6% of Americans think COVID is the most important issue. 6%. We beat COVID by all getting sick, killing our most vulnerable, and condemning our most vulnerable to house arrest for the rest of their lives. That's how we beat COVID in this country. I don't know what to say. I have no other information that I could provide to you that would make you feel better, because if I did, then I wouldn't feel this stressed. But, I don't know. I like, we're fucked. We are fucked. But once again,
there's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
It's not happening. You can't get fooled again, right? I think we hit official death toll of 1 million like a month ago. Sam? Yeah, we're fucked. And let me just be very explicitly clear. We are fucked, yes. But it is not in the good dick way. So there you go.